Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community. I have been a trader and technical analyst for the last 8.5 years. We're going to do a market recap for Thursday, April 4th, 2024. And I'm talking as close to the microphone as I possibly can because I keep forgetting to move it near my mouth. So I know I've read your comments. I will get better at remembering. All right, let's look at ES. So bears were feasting today, absolutely feasting. And by the way, I'm going to go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day, and some MJ names. So I can't help shake the feeling that I got midday. It was like Tesla and Apple finally show up to the party, and then the cops shut it down. It's like Tesla and Apple have not participated in all of the bull fun for 2024, and it's like the day they decide to come to the party, the cops show up and say, nope, no more fun for any bulls, y'all go home. So we did have some headlines from Israel, and that impacted the market. We had a lot of Fed speak. I think it was the geopolitical unrest and the Israel comments from President Biden that really rattled the market. So looking at ES, we have a daily lower low. We broke the daily inside bar bearish. We're still well over the 50 MA. We have not completely lost the 26 EMA. However, this was not a good finish. We are oversold on the hourly chart. The next oversold we'll be looking for is the 4-hour, and actually we're getting that right now. Looking at NASDAQ, we're not quite oversold on the 4-hour yet. And we're not at 18,000. 18,000 would be a logical bounce level from that psychologically round number. So on NASDAQ, we are possibly losing the daily 50 MA. This is a really important benchmark for me. So we'll see if we get a candle close below it tomorrow. That will be telling. We have been melting up since October. And I can tell you in my trading journey, I've lost the most money on options. And the second way I've lost money is not changing gears fast enough. When the market shifts and I didn't shift my strategy. So I would say January, February, March, my strategy has been long semiconductors, SMCI, ARM, NVIDIA, and it's been working great. Well, now I'm getting out of that because I see that times are a-changing and we've got to change with the market. We have to adapt. So being flexible, adapting, and trading what you see versus what you want to see can make a difference will make a difference in your trading. And I should note that the volume today was notable. This wasn't Johnny, Susie, Sally selling. This was some pretty big bear volume today. RTY, we're still above the daily 50 MA. 4-hour is not oversold. Actually, we could get a 4-hour higher low relative to, we broke that by $1. So it's a double bottom for now on the Russell. Dow was coming in really hard today. We are oversold on the 4-hour. And on the daily, we're possibly losing the daily 50 MA. You want to see that whole body underneath that MA to consider it lost, but very, very weak today. So in my mindset, I'm also switching from back burner mode to reverse back burner mode. And what I mean is I'm looking for weak names. Like in this case, if I'm looking at the Fab 4 indices, I would be looking at the Dow and say, okay, that's where I want to short any type of overbought conditions on the 5, 15 minute or hourly. And I should also point out, I wanted to say this. Y'all know I'm country. I kind of view these EMAs as fences. So we lost the 8 EMA. Okay, then the cows run to the next fence, the 12 to the 26 EMA. Then we're at the 50 MA. If we lose this fence, just imagine the cows running to the 200 MA. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but when you take away those supports or those moving averages, you see that happen a lot where cows take down one fence, and they run to the next one, take down that fence and run to the next one. All right, my analogies are out of control today, but let's just go with it. VIX, we had a notable shift in VIX today. We got a weekly bull break, and it'll be important for the VIX bulls to close over this weekly 50 MA tomorrow. And we do have a high compression squeeze. We had a tiny one back here and a big one back here. So we do have a high compression squeeze on the VIX, and we have a weekly bull break. That is a huge, huge change in character. Big move, plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low. Bitcoin, Bitcoin is like la-ti-da. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Everything's fine over here. Bitcoin was immune today from the move down. Now, crypto-related names were not immune, but Bitcoin was immune. And we'll see the markets closing to see if Bitcoin starts pulling back here. We have a 15-minute EQ, but it was surprisingly strong. I assume people are using this as some type of flight to safety. When you see charts that look like this, on the 1 minute, it's like the house is burning and they throw away everything and they run for dollars and they run for the door. In this case, they're maybe just running for Bitcoin and or dollars, but they were really just dumping everything. House is on fire, grab the dollars and throw everything else away. All right, back to Bitcoin. So coin was down, Mara and Riot were down despite Bitcoin remaining green. We had the dollar had some strength pour on. Again, we're flight to safety. Bitcoin and dollar were safety. And we didn't break bull on the 4 hour. We did break bull on the hourly, and we've made enough room for an hourly higher low. We have gold taking a little bit of a breather. And we'll be looking for back burners on gold. Gold has just been extremely strong, and I think that we can keep this on watch for possible back burner trades. With the Middle East unrest, oil got a big pop on that. No signs of slowing for these bulls. Silver is taking a little bit of a break, but again, it's had such a big move that you would presume that people are waiting on the sidelines to buy these dips, and we'll see. Looking at Apple, again, Apple decided, yay, I'm going to the party. And then cops show up. Nope, everybody go home. So we closed red. It wasn't terrible, but we had such a great move up. And then we closed red on that news. And then Tesla closed green. Tesla had a beautiful day and gave a lot of it back because of the headlines. Microsoft did not make a new all-time high. We rejected about $2 underneath the all-time high, and then we closed below yesterday's low, very weak. Again, Tesla outperformed most, and we did close green. Semis were down 2.6%. So you look at SPY, we were down 1.21. QQQ down 1.5. Semis down 2.66. Semis have just been running the table this year, and they're getting punished bigly. AMD was really, the baby was thrown out with the bathwater on AMD, down 8%. Intel was weak. NVIDIA, SMCI, very weak. And then marijuana, you could also say what I said for Apple and Tesla happened to the MJ names. They finally joined the party, and then the cops say, nope, you're out, go home. Because ACB, I mean, look at this move. And the bulls were benefiting this morning. Got a new high and gave it all back, closed near the low of day. CGC closed at the low of day. Cron closed at the low of day. GRWG down huge, 16%. We actually held the prior day low. We have a double bottom on GRWG. ATI closed actually pretty well, and I think this is a psychedelic name. It closed well. MNMD had a very weak day, down 8%. CMPS had a decent close, not terrible. MSOS was very weak. And Tilray, we had that trade today, and I got stopped out at 270 from my 238 entry today, and we closed near low of day. XLF and XLV, these are the concerning ones for me besides semiconductors. Look at this candle, this outside candle we got today. It's just got a big spike in volume, and we have bank earnings starting next week. Don't forget about that. And we have non-farm payrolls tomorrow morning. That also could very well impact the market. And then look at this XLV candle, losing the daily 50 MA. And that's not a Maribozu candle, but it's close. Just selling from open to close. Very, very weak. So on the weekly, our next support is down at 136.72. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining me. And don't forget to give me a follow on X at ChartGalLori. Thank you.